So this is going to be a full character rigging on of this character. I'll be also showing you how to create this hair dynamics. And let's add a different mouths and let's see how to sync them with the audio. So as well as the facial expressions, let's animate the eyes and everything. I'll also show you how to create a walk cycle, how to make the character jump or do many things, and we will also see how to use different hand positions and how to use different hand switches and how to hold something and many more about animation we'll see. But so all of this cannot be done in one video, so I have decided this to divide into many parts. I'm not exactly sure how many parts this is going to take, but we'll see. So once we do the basic character rigging like this, then we will talk about doing that head turns and the body turn. Most of these we'll learn. So this is the exact image I got from the website Freepik, and I find this type of illustration is very easy to make, and as you can see, everything is very subtle, including the facial expression. And if you can create a very easy looking character, that means you can do the rigging very easily. So but if your character is very complex, then it is going to be very difficult. So keep your character, maybe at first, since you are a beginner, keep everything simple as you can. So I put this image into ChatGPT and I asked ChatGPT like this: remove everything on this photo and keep the character only on a white background. Also remove the apron the character is wearing. And that's all I said, and I got this picture. I know one of his hand is inside the pocket. That's not going to be a problem because we can easily draw it simply. Okay, so I loaded this JPG into Illustrator, and you can see this is my old file that I did, which I traced earlier, and here's the file that I'm going to trace with you. So it is super easy, nothing complicated. Let's start by tracing, let's say, the legs. First, let's start by tracing the shoes. To do this, maybe you can take the brush tool and just draw and see if it's okay and if the stroke lines are good. Yeah, I feel like if I double click on the brush, I feel like this is somewhere at the middle, the fidelity, I think I'm okay with that. So, and most importantly, remember, select that main image, put that opacity down to a low number. And now when you do this, if I take the brush tool and let's start. So just do like this, and we can fix this of course later. It doesn't have to be precise. Okay, just like that. Let's finish. I think it's bad than my older shoe, but it's okay. It's all right. I'm done now. Get that brush tool and start to draw the other lines as well. So we have a line here, we have one more line, and I like to draw one more line like that and a line like this, and we need one more line here, and all of this will be white. So on this character's style of drawing, you will see that character's skin color is white. Okay, that's how this character is. Now if you want to change to a different color, you can do that, but I will be definitely keeping this as white. Let's say you are done with the shoe. I want you to select only the shoe and let's give it a color. Okay, now before that, you have to take that shape builder tool and you will have to see if all of these are getting detected into separate parts. If so, just click on them and then separate them. So here I'm just going to give it a white fill. For this, we can give this one. Okay, you can pick the color from here, but I'm not going to, because if I pick a color from this image, you see that it's also getting that opacity. That's why I'm picking it from here, but you pick it from the image, so this will be white, so as this one. So selecting those two and giving it white. So this is going to be our shoe. If you want to, we can divide this into many parts, but I'm just going to select all and press Ctrl G. And before that, I see a point here that I'll remove it, select them, Ctrl G to group them into a single one. So now I have a shoe. So let's leave the shoe down a bit. Now the trouser, see how easy that is. I didn't follow the trouser here, but if you want to, you can just get it, create a box and use the direct selection tool to do something like this. Yeah, I feel like this is good, but you can't draw like this, because if you draw like this, see, and the character standing position will be always like this, but we have to get it more straight so that we can later decide how he should stand on different poses. So while creating a character, make that character stand perfectly straight as much as you can, including the arms and everything. should be straight as you can, so that we can maybe give them a pose or something later on. So I'll decide about what to do with the leg later, and then we have to create the upper body. To do that, we have to create something like a t-shirt, so we can just create something like this. Yeah, I think I drew it and not bad, but this part I will be fixing it with the smooth tool. I'll just get the smooth tool and I'll click drag on top of this line like this. So I'm also seeing that this point seems to be a little bit at the top. Maybe we can take it down like that and keep it a little bit more flat. And don't worry about the realism. Okay, we don't need realism here because we are not doing anything perfect. Alright, so I'm just putting this up a bit, and that's more like flat. I like it flat. Now, if you see, this character is already on a side position, sideways. He is turned sideways. That's really good for character rigging, because let's say if you want him to turn to the other way around, you can easily make him turn to the other way around without doing that body turn animation and rigging. And if the character is perfectly looking straight, let's say like this, okay, when we are animating something, a story, something, whatever that is, characters don't look at the screen straight all the time, right? Let's think of it like a movie. In movies, have you seen a character looking directly towards the camera? It's very rare that they will look. They will be always turned a little bit to the sides. That's how it works. Therefore, most of the animation is done on side view. So better to create that side view and not the front view. Front view is not so much important. So while creating the shoulders, let's call this shoulders, and while you're creating it, see how I have not closed it. This will help me to do the animation, to move all of these lines. It will help. That's exactly what we are going to do. We are going to, in this case, you can do like how I have done, like this, see? So, but you can also improve on it. For an example, if you have a box like this, I'm just going to rotate it. I'm going to make it bigger. See, now these 2 points, you can select them and fully curve it. Now you can put the arms like this. Now this is also good, but this way of doing is, it's not a well designed character look you will get if you can do like this way. But this way is super easy. If you want to do quick animation, you can rotate it, you can put it to this side, and you can just easily get away with it. But I'm going to give that proper look of a character by getting that brush tool. That is also good method, but let's start from here. Maybe let's start from here and then follow that line, and just like that. Maybe I'll end it right here. Now keep in mind that you will have to turn this and see how it will work out in a while, but for now let's draw the other side as well. So I'm just going to draw and go around here and maybe finish it like that. Okay, now select this and press R to get the rotate tool. Keep that point of rotation there, and then yeah, and don't worry, we can fix it here in Moho. This part, all of these lines can be fixed. I think I'm settled with this. I'm okay with it. We will fix it in Moho. So even this, if I get that rotate and if I place it right there and then rotate, see how here it's a bit of a mess, but it's okay. We can easily fix it. Also, when designing the character in sideways, it's best if you can put one of the arm bigger than the other arm, so as the leg too. So here you will see, when I say big, I'm talking about the height. So you can generally see that this goes a little bit up, this goes a little bit down. This seems to be like forward in the front, this seems to be like it's in backward. I don't know if you can see this. If I pull this down, if I like rotate the whole thing down, this arm would stay below and this one will be a little bit to the top. So as the leg, as you can see, it's down, it's up. This gives that proper side view. If not, it will not look that realistic. That's the reason. If you have not liked this video, please spend few seconds and subscribe to the channel as well. To watch the next video, click here, and once again, don't forget to subscribe.